That's it. I'm Brazilian. I know that's very shocking, especially with the look of apathy in this audience's eyes when I said that. It was either I don't care or that confused how many Mexicans is a Brazilian. I get it. Sometimes when I say I'm Brazilian, I hear all women go, "Aww." And it's not because you find me adorable, it's because I've let you down, I've disappointed you. Because most Brazilian men look like extras from 300. And I represent that small contingent of hunchbacks who can't hold a shield and a spear at the same time. At this point, I'm like a reverse Brazilian daywalker. I have none of their powers, but all of their weaknesses, yeah. I'm out of shape, I can't dance, but I can get girls easily pregnant. It's not a good superpower. And I do get girls pregnant. I have 2 kids. And I don't want any of that anymore. I don't. Which is why this past Christmas I gave myself the best Christmas present ever. I'm getting a vasectomy in 2 months. Yeah. You guys aren't happy about it? I'm ecstatic. Yes. Ecstatic. It was great at Christmas. My kids are like, "Daddy, what are you getting?" I'm like, "Not another one of you." Yes. And I'm wrapping up shop. And by the way, guys, even if you don't want to get a vasectomy, go to your urologist and tell him you're thinking about getting a vasectomy, because you will feel up your crotch for 35 minutes, and that is totally worth the price of copay. Yes. Thanks, Obamacare. Fantastic. It was a weird meeting we had to the doctor. He looked me out, checked me out, said, "Okay, cool, we'll do incisions here, here, and here. We'll redirect the flow, and you're done." And I'm like, "No, I don't want to redirect the flow. I want you to treat my penis like a balloon animal. Go, poof, poof, no babies. That's what I want." Down there. He said, "We can't do that. Your body's alive. It produces fluids. All we can do is redirect the flow." I'm like, "Where's it going to go?" And without missing a beat, but using all his doctor words, he went, "In your body." No, I don't like that at all. I spent 25 years trying to get this out of my body. I'm going to pay you to put it back inside? No. This is a bad operation. Because I'm neurotic as hell. I'm thinking like a month after I get the operation, I've been walking down the street, some dude's gonna jump out of the darkness and shank me, take my wallet and leave me for dead. Then I come out of the news, "Oh no, man fell in pool of blood and semen." Now I'm a hate crime victim. No. That's just my religion, that's all it is. I gained a lot of weight when I became a dad, and my buddy told me that's okay because you have what's called a dad bod. And that's a cool style now. You can go screw yourself. This is not a good style. Nobody ever wakes up naked looking like me, sees himself in the mirror and goes, "Nailed it." No, this is a bad look. I'm soft, I'm lumpy, I have the body definition of a melted candle. There's nothing sexy going on down here. Got it to the point that when I take my shirt off, my torso goes, "Mmm." Like that's not, a man's body shouldn't make that noise. It's really bad. And I've been chubby my entire life, but for different reasons. I have been chubby. I've been chubby since I was a little boy, and that sucks worse than anything else. And I know some women will say that's not true. It's harder to be a chubby woman because we have body issues, which is true. And I'm sorry you have that. But you know what else you have? Vagina. And that trumps body issues any day of the week. I don't care if you're 100 pounds overweight. You can walk into the bar and go, "Excuse me." Oh. Someone's gonna buy you a drink. They'll follow you on Twitter. Yeah, that's gonna happen. It sucks when you're a chubby boy because the world hates you when you're a chubby boy because it lets you know based on your clothes sizes. When I was growing up, my clothes sizes were small, medium, and husky. If you don't know what husky is, that's a dog. That is so fat and so hairy, it could live in the snow. That is a mean clothes size for a fat 5-year-old. Chubby girls, you never have to go to that. Your clothes sizes are never going to be small, medium, manatee. That is sexist. I will tell you one time, Chubby did save my life. I'll tell you the story. I was 16 years old, got my first late night hangout, 12:30 at night, super excited. My buddy was 16 as well, got his dad's van, picked me up and 3 more friends, and our goal was, we're all gonna get laid. That was a goal. Let me tell you something, doesn't matter if you're 15 or if you're 50, 5 dudes in a van, nobody's getting laid. That is not how romance begins, that is how a crime starts. So after a couple hours of angst, blue balls, no laid, 16, just angry, we said, screw it, let's do a grab and dash. If you know what a grab and dash is, when you run to a store, you steal one thing and you take off. So we pulled in front of a Quickie Mart. My buddy looks at me and my 3 other friends and goes, everybody grab something cool. We jumped out, one thing, back in the van, and we took off. 3 of my friends stole a 6-pack of Heineken each. Awesome. I stole a giant bag of white powdered donuts. Because that's what I thought cool was. And I was super excited. And everybody was high-fiving each other, and I was sweating because I ran 2 feet. But it didn't matter because I had my victory donuts. I was a champion. Then I looked at my watch. 1:45 in the morning. Totally blew my curfew. And if you know that you're not but choking people, we don't handle our stress well. So I just started sweating and eating more donuts while screaming, "Take me home!" because my mouth was full of food and I was nervous. And the whole time I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm so late. I was like, you know what? I'm okay because I'm so late. My parents aren't used to being up this long. I'm perfectly fine. They'll be asleep, no problem. We turned a corner, both of my parents waiting for me outside. More sweat. Last donut. I'm going, just be cool. You're just late. They didn't know you stole anything. Just be cool. So I jumped out of the van, getting my game face on. What I didn't realize is, if you eat a whole bag of white powder donuts, white powder all over your clothes. I did not realize this. My friends realized this, so right before they drove off, they're like, "Hey Eric, you still got Coke on your shirt." For the next 2.5 hours, my parents interrogated me like the second shooter at the grass, you know. "Oh my God, you're a drug addict, we failed this, parents." And "Mom, Dad, it's powdered donuts, taste it." "We're not gonna do your drugs." Finally, they said something that made me go crazy. They said, "We're gonna have to send you to rehab." And something inside me snapped and I jumped up and I just like, "Hey, if I was doing coke, would I be this fat?" And I'll never forget this because my dad looked at my mom with all the sincerity he had and he went, "Well, he is fat." And my mom goes, "You're right." And they went to bed. That's all they needed. That's all they needed. This guy's too fat to be cool. Let's go. And they just went to bed. They just left me there, sad and sweaty, covered in donut powder. And the whole time I'm thinking, I'm not fat, I'm husky. That's my time, guys. Thank you. Good night.